So for most people, the Yeezy 350 V2 is probably one of the most popular silhouettes of the Yeezy line from Adidas. And for the most part, you know, it's been primeknit material, and the only real difference has been the colorways. I personally have about 5 or 6 pairs myself, and definitely looking to add to that collection as well. However, recently, Adidas and Yeezy have brought out not only a new 350 V2 colorway, and they've totally redesigned the sneaker itself. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here, back with another video, and today I'm checking out the Yeezy 350 V2 Mono Mist. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Instagram and Twitter at Lukas Winn. And if you do enjoy today's content, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel. Now today I'm checking out a new colorway of the Yeezy 350 V2, and that is the Mono Mist. However, unlike previous releases of the Yeezy 350, this one has been totally redesigned in terms of it's using a brand new material, and it's giving a new contrast and a new style to the classic silhouette. So these dropped recently on not only the Confirmed app but also select retailers as well. And I actually took the L on Confirmed and actually copped these on a restock on size. So that was quite fortunate. It was quite a late restock, sort of 11, 12 at night if I recall. One of those you had to be aware of it for it to cop. And not only were they restocking the Mono Mist, but they were also stocking other Yeezy drops as well. So if you like Yeezy, it was definitely a great time to cop some sneakers. So a bit of background to this. This is the new Mono Mist colorway. And as you can see, it looks a lot different to your traditional Yeezy 350 V2. Now, the Mono Mist was part of what's known as the Mono Pack, and this dropped in 3 different colorways based on region. So there's one for each specific region of the world. So for Europe and the UK, we got the Mono Mist. For Americas, they got the Mono Ice, which is kind of like a light blue color. And for the Asia Pacific, they got the Mono Cinder, which is kind of a more reddish, brownish kind of color, I would say. But that did actually drop on Yeezy supply in the US, but it was a very limited release. So it was very hard to get hold of, I'd say. But yeah, happy to get this in hand. I was a little bit skeptical at first because, you know, I do have, you know, plenty of 350s, and obviously primeknit is very comfortable. This is a totally different change. As I said, I changed the materials as well, so a little bit skeptical, but actually having now seen it in hand and obviously on foot, it's, you know, my mind's totally been changed, and it's a really comfortable sneaker. This is the sneaker, but let's take a look at the box. So here we have your standard 350 box. If you've ever had a pair of 350s, this is quite, you know, familiar for you. So you've got 350 in black writing on the top, and then you've got Boost on the side there, and on the back you've got Yeezy Boost 350, and then made by Adidas there. And if we turn to the front on the size tag, you've got exactly the same writing. The size tag, it's the Yeezy Boost 350 V2, and the colorway is Monmis, or Mono Mist. The size is US 14, UK 13.5. Just a bit on sizing, with Yeezys I go half a size up, so usually in Adidas I'm a size 13, but certainly for 350s I'll go to 13.5. and this definitely fits. So I'd say if you're new to Yeezy, you're new to 350, definitely go at least half a size up, and you should be fine. So we'll pop the lid. Well, we won't pop the lid, we'll slide out because this box, and standard tissue paper really. And here we have the Yeezy 350 V2 Mono Mist. Nothing else in the box. There's no additional laces as well. And I'll explain why in a second. Just put that down to one side. So here we have the sneaker, and the first thing you're gonna notice is the upper is totally different. It's this kind of monofilament material. Previous Yeezy releases would be made of primeknit. So, for instance, if we look at the ash pearls, you can see you've got this primeknit material right here, so it's a lot different. That's one of the major differences you're going to see, and also, let me just put that. And also, as I said, it's see-through. So if I can put my hand in, and you can potentially see my finger. I'm not sure if it'll come up on camera, but basically anything you wear underneath this will show through. So what I can do is I can turn to the inside, and you can probably see there's like a cage sort of scenario going on inside. So it's quite unique look as well. If you turn to the medial side, you'll see that kind of cage element here as well. Just like it's encaging the foot almost. That's just the first thing. But let's switch to the outsole. So you got standard Boost outsole and midsole. You got the Boost element right here. Nothing really different about that from other Yeezys. And then you turn to the side, you've got the traditional Boost midsole that you'll find on all Yeezys. And it goes up a bit on that side as well. But then the real difference is of when you come to the upper itself. So as I said, this is a monofilament. So it's very almost like plastic. People have compared it's like plastic, but it's compared to obviously primeknit, it's very much different. But the thing is, it doesn't feel plastic on foot, which is quite interesting. Because if you look at this from the outset, you might think, okay, this feels quite plasticky. It might feel, quite hard on my foot, but actually it doesn't. So that's pretty good. What you've got is this mono mist material, and then you've got this purple-ish kind of strip going all the way up the middle of the upper. If we turn to the front, you can see that cage element going up, and obviously if you touch it, you can actually feel that coming through. Then we go up to the upper itself. It's like a sock element, because the tongue is part of the actual upper itself, so it's not separated. And then we have the different eyelets for the laces. They've got these grey eyelets as well, and the laces are actually interesting as well. So they're kind of made out of this monofilament as well. So when you're lacing them, it does feel again a bit plasticky, but for me, it definitely holds your foot in place. So that's obviously a nice little touch. The difference as well is you don't have infinity laces as for these, so you do have your standard. Let's undo these. So you have your standard laces as well, and that's the reason why you don't get a second pair of laces in the box. When you have Yeezys with infinity laces, you normally will get a second pair, and they just come out like that. But as I said, they are quite nylon-y almost, so that's definitely an interesting detail there. And if we just pull that apart, you can see that there's a lot of give there in the sneaker as well, so that's quite nice as well. Then another nice little detail is you've got a heel pull on the back. So most 350s at the moment don't come with a heel pull. The older models, like the Breads right there, you can see it's got a heel tab right there, so that's obviously quite nice. And then you've got this heel counter itself. You've got the Adidas 3 stripes going down. You can see that there. And then if we look inside the insole, you've just got that Adidas and then the Yeezy logo on an orange insole. So that's a interesting contrast, I'd say. You've got an orange midsole. Most of the time you'll just get a plain kind of cream midsole, to be honest. So it's quite nice. So yeah, that's the sneaker. As I said, I'm quite skeptical when I copped this, but definitely now that I've seen it in hand, obviously tried it on foot, it's definitely what I'm going to be moving into my rotation for the summer for sure. I'm kind of on the fence about whether I'm going to look at the Mono Ice. The Mono Ice for resale right now is it's around £250, so it's definitely going above retail. These are 180, and so the Mono Ice I believe were 220 in the US. So for me, you know, that's definitely a colour that I would be able to rock with more outfits, I feel, and definitely with the summer. I think it's going to be a nice look. So it's definitely something I'm thinking about looking to cop, but right now I'm not willing to pull the trigger. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the Monmis. Did you manage to cop it on confirmed app, or did you manage to cop it for retail, or have you copped it for resale, or are you looking at copying this maybe in the future? For me, you know, it's a definite cop, and you know, really happy to have this. And obviously let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So stay tuned for the on foot that's coming up shortly, and again, let me know your comments. Really much appreciated. So thanks for checking out this video. If you did enjoy this content, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and also click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You also can find me outside of YouTube on Instagram and Twitter at Lukas Winn. And again, if you did enjoy this content, please do hit that thumbs up, as it really does help the channel. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.